Hola mundo, ¿cómo están? Aquí llegando de mi tierra, Guadalajara, que fue algo muy bonito. Siempre me recarga de energía hacerlo. Además, llegué y me topé con una sorpresa muy bonita, que fue ver a Anita en Medellín con su hermana, que me vino a contar cosas muy lindas de cómo están bien ella, su hermana, su familia, de cómo la música le ha acompañado, y la verdad es que se puso a decirme cosas hermosas sobre cómo la música le ha dado fuerza, pero para mí lo bonito es darme cuenta que la fuerza la tienen ustedes y me encanta ser parte de su historia. Gracias por eso. Y bueno, estoy haciendo este live. Ahorita me dijo un amigo compositor de Estados Unidos que es increíble, no sé si han visto un programa que se llama Songland. Es un programa que yo, que soy super nerd y fan de la composición, me eché de punta a punta y ya no puedo esperar la segunda temporada. Está Ryan Tedder, está Esther Dean, está increíble, y él pues aquí fue a mostrar una canción increíble que se llama Green Light, que terminaron grabando los Jonas Brothers, pero es además un increíble productor y ya me ha tocado trabajar con él y queremos trabajar también algunas cosas para esta nueva etapa en general, para mí o para quien sea, en este como tema bicultural y además pues hombre-mujer, que está muy cool. Estoy esperando su request, pero no lo veo. Se llama Able Heart. Able Heart como corazón hábil, ¿no? Corazón que puede. Es un lindo nombre artístico. ¿Dónde estás, Able? Okay, so I am waiting for my friend Able Heart. He's a great songwriter. He's an awesome producer, and I'm super stoked that we have already started kind of like a conversation and some ideas to work together. Entonces, let's see if he requests the live so we can share it and I can introduce you guys to him. Y pues para those who know him and don't know me, will get to see me and get to know me. Abel, where are you? ¿Dónde estás? Estoy buscando a Able Heart. Alguien dígale que se conecte. Es que creo que me puso el request muy al principio y no lo... You have to go to requests. A ver, vamos a ver. I think I did already, Able. Have I? Have I done it? Okay, wait. Ya se conectó, ya vi, ya está conectado, ya sé. I know he's connected already, but I don't know. I'm having the same troubles. El otro día estaba yo viendo a René, Residente, hablando de su canción, que es espectacular y que me puso a pensar en que no creo que sea casualidad que haya gente en distintos géneros y países y edades y cosas, raíces, todo, como él y como yo, pues haciendo canciones que hablan de reconocer habernos perdido y querernos volver a encontrar. Quizá es algo que muchos estamos pasando, ¿no? Ya que no creo en las casualidades. A ver, no sé, pues yo creo que estoy medio boba porque no estoy entendiendo. Según yo ya mandé el request. ¿Cómo le hago? ¡Ay! No sé cómo le hago. ¿Ya ven? A ver, vamos a ver. Voy a buscar. Evo. Let's try it. No, bueno, o sea, esto está tremendo. ¿Listo? ¿Lo logré o no lo logré? No, pues no. A ver, ahí voy otra vez. I'm trying, I swear. Okay, go. Lo que no sé es que en qué vamos a hablar, yo en español y él en inglés, o qué onda. Saludos a Veracruz. Y díganme que
Jeez,
me quieren.
jeez Louise.
¡Hey!
It took you long enough. What's going on?
I'm sorry. It's just I'm arriving from the airport and I am a little bit,
Out
as
of
you
it?
can see, yes, tired. So I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. Are we gonna be speaking in English and Spanish, or qué vamos a hacer?
I guess you could teach me. I know a little bit. I used to work at a car wash, so Piquito. Is it piquito? No, a little bit.
¿Piquito? No, es más bien poquito. Piquito is like a little, like the mouth of a bird. I don't even know how to say beak.
Really? I thought piquito was like little. I thought it was tiny.
Poquito sí es little. Bueno, les presento a Eyeball Heart, que les estaba platicando. Él es increíblemente talentoso y además es súper fan de todo lo que hacemos también los latinos. And I'm just saying horrible stuff about it, you know, just like nice things. So tell us what you've been up to. ¿Qué estás haciendo, April?
Nothing. Just been we have to write. All I have to say is we have to write a record. We have to finish the record that we started.
Yes. Él y yo empezamos a hacer una canción juntos y no la hemos terminado y la tenemos que terminar urgentemente porque va a quedar muy cañona. Y además se ríe mucho de mí. You laugh a little bit when we're writing because I don't know why. I don't know if you're laughing with me.
No, I'm just
or
laughing.
At me.
No, I was thinking about.
You tell me now.
No, I was thinking about we had wrote 2 versions of something, I believe.
2 versions?
Versions of something.
¿Dos versiones? How's that?
Yeah, two versions. Well, first
Okay.
we had to get Chipotle, which was a must. You come to America, Chipotle is a must.
Es
My favorite.
cierto. Su restaurante favorito es Chipotle, entonces fue un poco extraño porque me llevó a Chipotle a comer y yo así de, okay, esto no,
Everyone's
no
probably
es
like,
muy
no.
mexa, pero es lo más cercano que hay, entonces está bien. We forgive you for having Chipotle. We know that that's the closest thing you got.
It is my favorite. Yes. You're shaking your head. You said the same thing. I know, but it's good. I will eventually have real food, but for now.
Okay, so what do you think our song will provoke for people? Because right now I'm trying to write an album that is very empowering for women.
Yeah.
And it's very self-love, but beyond a hashtag, not only a hashtag thing, but the real deal, because it's so hard to learn to love yourself, you know, and I think you can do it in any type of story in a song. It doesn't have to be super intense or thing. It can be any type of story, even a super sexy story, and it can be just empowering in the language and the leveling each other. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I love that.
I have to translate this now. Le
Okay.
estoy diciendo que cómo cree que vamos a terminar esa canción, porque para mí es muy importante que este disco sea de empoderamiento para todos, en especial para la mujer, y que creo que las letras pues, son importantísimas en eso, para que el amor propio vaya más allá de un hashtag, y que no necesariamente que las canciones tienen que hablar de algo súper intenso, que puede ser simplemente ponernos al nivel en el lenguaje, ¿no? Entonces, what does he think? ¿Qué piensa él? And what do you think? ¿Qué piensan ustedes? So, what do you think?
Yeah, I love that idea. I think, and that's what we were going. I think that's kind of what we were going off before. No, when we had started.
Sí.
Yeah,
Sí.
yeah, I like that a lot. I feel as far as I'm thinking, as far as because obviously I would actually, you know what? I would love to do some Spanish. I really would. I don't know if I could do the whole thing in Spanish or if I'd be able to remember it if I had to do it live, but I would love to do at least a little bit of Spanish, but whether you did something on a chorus or you did the verses, I'm down either way. Or you know what? I think I could learn a chorus in Spanish. Would actually be sick. I think we were doing it the other way around, right?
Sí, estábamos haciendo los versos en español y el coro en inglés, y está diciendo él que quizás estaría más cool al revés. Lo que no sé es que si está diciendo que yo debería de cantarlo o él también, porque él es muy fan de la cultura hispana. Él trabajó en lavados de coches, ahí aprendió mucho del español, pero es un gran productor y la verdad como que muy curioso de cultura, que está muy cool. I'm just saying that you're a badass producer, and that how you started and where you started learning a little bit of your Spanish, and that I'm not sure if what we're co-writing you would want it to be, when you're saying that the chorus should be in Spanish, you mean like I should sing in Spanish, or you want to sing in Spanish?
Well, yeah, originally, yeah, until I was just kind of freehanding it. Originally, I was thinking it would be sick to have you do the chorus in Spanish and then the
Yo
verses
hago
in
el coro
English.
en español.
But
Okay.
then it got me thinking it'd be sick, even if it was for a record that you put out, you know, whatever you decide to do, it would be kind of sick because I could learn a chorus. It's not like a bunch of verses in Spanish in a language I have no idea. I'm learning, but I don't know fully.
Cool.
It would be cool for me to do some Spanish. I would
I
love
think it's super interesting. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to like
that.
put some light here.
No, you're good.
I think it's super interesting that a producer and a songwriter and a singer too, because you have a great voice, is interested in like diving into our style of culture, because you know when people from different cultures write together, you get to talk about your life and your roots and everything in between when you're trying to start to like connect. And then I think it becomes an experience that is way bigger than just like writing a hit. It
Yeah.
becomes learning about life. I'm super cheesy today, but it's true.
No,
And
it's 100% true.
and you're so cool because you're young and you're like awesome and you know very talented, and you're already interested in these things, and I am very proud and happy that you would be interested in working with a Mexican artist like me and a woman.
Of
And it
course,
just,
you kidding?
you know,
Yeah. No, I love that. It's been
yeah.
in the works for a minute, but you already know I want to. And yes, if I could learn, honestly, I was just downstairs trying to learn some words in Spanish, and I forgot some of them, but I would. I mean, I think that's I don't know, by far
You
one of my
totally
first,
will.
by far one of my like number one languages I want to learn in general first off, and then
Muy
maybe
bien.
another. Yeah. Muy bien.
I love that. Okay, so muy bien, tú muy bien. You're doing great.
Muy bien.
So,
Okay.
está diciendo que, para quien a lo mejor no está entendiendo, que le interesa muchísimo, porque yo digo que qué padre, ¿no? Lo que les decía hace rato, que un productor y tal, joven, y cool, y que viene de otras raíces totalmente, o sea, no es que esté interesado necesariamente en hacer, por ejemplo, específicamente un género, ¿no? Reggaetón o tal, porque es lo más como visto desde Latinoamérica hacia afuera, sino que quiere aprender en general de cómo se hace acá el pop, o el R&B, o el trap, o el cualquier cosa, y la verdad es que canta espectacular. Necesitan oír su música, necesitan seguirlo ya en Spotify y como Facebook Heart. Pero quiere cantar en español, quiere aprender español, dice que es el idioma número 1 que quiere aprender. Así que lo felicito. So I'm trying to like be your official interpreter here.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I couldn't.
So,
I was trying to pick up on words. I couldn't.
I know you can. You understand a lot of it. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're not going to be like ABBA. You're not going to be like just learning the words but not knowing what you're saying. You're going to actually like get into it.
That's what I
that.
want to. I want to actually know what it means, but I want the correct pronunciation. I don't want to sound like an American just trying to do it because he wants to do it. Like I actually want to. You know what I mean? Like I want to sound correct, right? It'd be pronunciation.
I mean, but you have a great ear. You have a great ear because you're a musician. That's not going to happen. But honestly, I want to say something. It doesn't even matter if you have an accent when you speak Spanish, because we should appreciate anybody from anywhere when somebody else is trying to communicate and to like feel and to trying to make us feel through our own language. So even if you sing and you have a little accent, it's going to be cute and it's going to be appreciated and it's going to be a big thing. And le digo que no importa si tiene un poco de acento a la hora de cantar en español, porque muchas veces nos bloqueamos con el tema del lenguaje por la pena de que los demás digan, uy, es que tiene acento cuando habla. También cuando los mexicanos hablamos inglés nos da pena de repente, o cualquier otro idioma, pero la verdad es que te digo que hay que apreciar que otras personas traten de hablar tu idioma, y si tienen acento no es una cosa para burlarse, es una cosa bonita que habla de sus raíces. Okay, I think I said it prettier in Spanish actually.
That was so. I'm so jealous because I only know English, and it makes me. Anytime I'm serious. I'm freaking jealous. It is. I mean, it's the tongue rolls and everything too. It's so unique. Like the
R, la R.
I know carro,
There you go.
but like the
Claro,
roll of the
there you
tongue.
go.
I know. Yeah, that's all I know. ¿Cuánto tiempo más? That probably sounded.
How much longer? Okay.
How much longer? Well, like I said, I worked at a car wash when I first came out. So I tried to learn as much as possible, but I know the culture. I think because I know the culture is so amazing, is probably why, and it's so widely used. But I know the people that I know that I've involved myself in the culture. It just makes me want to learn it that much more. You know what I mean?
I am
love it.
super excited that we're doing something together. This is a period of my life in which I only want to work with people that I think that I can, not only that I can learn from, because you can learn from anybody, honestly, even if we're like not great people or great musicians, but I
Right.
think when, I don't know, I just want to gravitate to people that are naturally and organically, I don't know, good people and interesting people, and interested in the good sense, like what I said before, interested in other cultures and, I don't know, making something different, and I think you're all of that. So I'm super excited, and I can't wait, and I know that my
I'm
people
excited. Learning and growing.
be super
Learning
happy.
Yeah.
They already are going to follow you. Todos van a ir a seguir ahorita a Able, yo lo sé, porque vamos a hacer una canción juntos y va a estar espectacular. And I hope your people like me too.
Oh, of course.
I don't know. When are we finishing this song, Abel? I have my album, and I need to finish it. We need to do this.
You already know. I'm down. I said whenever we'll FaceTime. You're not coming back out to LA soon, anytime. I don't think, no?
Well, I'm going, the next day I'm going to be in Orlando, working, something different.
Okay.
But we can totally schedule it. We should, because honestly, I already have 7 songs, and I need like 3 or 4 more, and
3 or 4.
At least 1 or 2 need to be
100%. Yeah, if you want to work on, we could work on ours, and if you need any other, changes or instrumentals or guitars, beats, instrumental, whatever you want to call it, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll knock
all that. We can even
that.
start how you said. We can start like even via FaceTime and use social media for something good for once.
For sure, 100%. There's a lot of noise on social media, for sure.
Yes. Sí, le digo que podríamos terminar la canción incluso o seguirle dando un poquito por FaceTime o Skype o lo que sea, porque digo, para usar las redes sociales para algo positivo, para variar. Okay, so I want you to tell me, we're totally going to schedule that, and we're going to work on this, and we're going to finish it soon and be able to show it to the people. It's going to be super exciting. But I also want to...
It broke up.
So
I heard. I also.
¿Qué estás haciendo tú?
Oh, now I can hear myself on your phone. So, no, I can hear you. Yeah. So now I'm really just trying to release singles. I'm still building up an album currently, but just kind of like you, working with, I think my experience, whether it's past in music and who I've dealt with now, just like you, I want to work with people that I genuinely like, either have a connection with, we understand the same thing, we get it, or we see and we want to learn, different things, right? People that we could pick certain things from and be like, ooh, I like what this person does, or I haven't thought of doing something this way, but they're doing something different, and you know what I mean? And unique, honestly. So I think I'm just at that point, but yeah, just releasing. It'd be sick to shoot a video too. That would be tight. I just saw the other thing that you posted. That's dope. I like it.
What did I post?
You posted something. It was whatever the video was. I don't know if I saw it in your story or your post. It was sick. It was dope.
You saw my video?
Yeah.
Yay! Did you like it? We filmed it in a place called Durango, and it's in Mexico, and it's like where John Wayne used to like film his Western movies, but it's actually here in Mexico, and it was kind of like an honor to my parents, because horses and all of that like border kind of thing is in my roots, I guess, or my upbringing.
That's
and
amazing.
I'm very excited you saw it, and yes, we would have to make a cool video. Would you want to do it in Mexico or in?
I'm down to do it.
You want to do it?
I think I've been to Mexico once.
¿Solo has venido una vez?
Yeah.
Where to?
I don't know. I think I was like 4 years. I was super young. I was super little. So I wouldn't even honestly. I wouldn't even count that, but I would love, that would be sick. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Okay, entonces, let me tell people. Dice que estaría padre hacer un video acá también, que vio el video de cuando vuelva, así que se hizo súper cool, y por supuesto yo ya le presumí que está hecho en México, porque hay que presumir, y que también todo el tema de caballos es un poquito viene como la crianza de mi familia, porque aunque me crié en Guadalajara, pues también tengo familia como de la frontera, ¿no? Y nada, eso era todo. Que solo ha venido a México una vez, que no se acuerda porque tenía 4 años. ¿Qué tal? ¿Me darían trabajo de intérprete de Duolingo? Would I get a job as an interpreter for like Duolingo, Babel, or something like that? Do you think I would?
What'd you say? A what? I didn't know when.
So,
I don't. Your your English is so good that sometimes I don't know when the translation switches. Did you
okay.
always know? Did you learned English growing up then? But your pronunciation sounds like you're from here.
Thank you. Me está chuleando la pronunciación. Y me pregunta que dónde aprendí inglés. Aprendí inglés de chiquita con música. Esa es la verdad. Me llamaba tanto la atención música que hacía gente como tipo Queen, que a fuerzas quería saber de qué hablaban las canciones, y la pronunciación la tomé un poquito del oído musical, y después fui una nerd que leyó muchísimas cosas como fuera de la escuela para tratar de aprender mejor. So I'm saying that I learned my pronunciation from listening to music when I was a kid, and I liked bands like Queen and stuff so much that I was obsessed with the fact of I just needed to understand what they were talking about.
Yeah.
So that and pronunciation for music, and then I just started reading a lot of like murder mystery books when I was a kid, and just like looking. I don't think there was like necessarily, obviously not Google, so I don't even know where I would look for the translation of the words that I didn't understand. But I
Yeah.
also remember that my parents would like
Would they watch TV?
No, yeah, also that with like subtitles and stuff. I was a super nerd. I was a nerd. I like read and spoke and everything when I was like 3. But then my parents, when they didn't want me to understand, they would speak in English. So I was like also obsessed with the fact of not letting them like talk behind my back.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you wanted to know everything.
Yes. Siento que mis papás hablaban en inglés cuando no querían que yo entendiera, y me obsesioné con que mi madre y yo voy a saber, no pueden hablar más de mí a mis espaldas. Entonces también me hizo apurarme porque quería saber todo. So now that is in English and Spanish. And also I was asking you if you would give me a job as a translator for like a language app like Duolingo.
Yeah, 100%.
You have to download Duolingo. It's great. Download it. So when you come to Mexico, I can take you more to like not only like to tacos.
What is it called? I'm gonna download it.
Duolingo, like Duolingo.
Duo.
You have like exercises every day, and then you have up to like 4 or 5 mistakes. And if you make those mistakes, you can't play until the next day.
No
Duolingo
way.
es buenísimo, y te lo juro que no, o sea, lo digo de mi corazón.
I'm getting it.
Tengo francés y tengo alemán yo todos los días. ¿Qué? What?
Oh, you heard it? I got it.
Yay!
I'm gonna use it. I'm serious. I was just downstairs on YouTube.
I'm so proud of you already.
How to Spanish, and what else was it? But it was correct pronunciation, because I don't want to be like ¿Cómo estás?
If you say "como y está," nobody's gonna criticize you, but I'm sure you're not gonna. I'm gonna help you, okay? And,
all right, perfect.
And with the songs that we make, also I'm gonna help you, and then you're just gonna have it like down. You're gonna,
Yep, I'm down.
It's not gonna be a problem for you, man.
I want to. It's gonna be, that's bucket list. So you're filling a nice bucket list for me. So I appreciate it.
But the first thing we need to do is, at least I'm happy that we're doing this live now. And so you're in LA right now, or where are you?
Right, in LA right now. I'm down actually close to like Newport Beach area. It's just like 40-50 minutes out of LA.
So posh.
So posh.
Ooh.
So posh. It's nicer down by the beach.
Well, él está en Newport Beach, en California. Yo estoy en la Ciudad de México, llegando a Guadalajara. So, estoy feliz de que por fin estás platicando, porque esa canción sí estaba trabada, pero lo digo genuinamente. O sea, esta no es una llamada de trabajo planeada, un live para hacer muchos views. O sea, realmente estamos platicando de que o sea, cuando vamos a terminar nuestra música, y tenemos admiración genuina. So, I am super excited that we're finally talking after all this time about finishing what we started, because genuinely admire you, and
Vice
I
versa.
love working with you, and I really just need to do it again. We just need to do this and finish it and surprise everybody. And what else? I want to know tell us more stuff. I always see you posting like about like love and like I'm ready for love and stuff like that. Like, tal vez las niñas quieren saber porque él siempre está posteando que está listo así para la mujer de su vida y no sé cuántas cosas. So, what's the update on that?
No, I'm just super.
You're just like.
I'm just
What?
super lonely.
It's a super nice thing. You're like, your heart is able and mature. Oh, that was a bad joke. No, not a joke.
I don't know. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I just, I don't know. I'm always lonely.
Siempre está dispuesto, dice. Bueno, ya saben, chavales. Vayan a su perfil. I'm like telling girls, like, okay, now you know. He's willing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know, but I just, I don't know. I think I was fighting for so long writing pop just because I didn't want to do like the typical, I didn't want to play that card. You know what I mean? Like the playing off of certain things. I just didn't want to do it. I was so fearful of talking about love and talking about, you know, emotions and being vulnerable, you know, in that sense. I was always vulnerable in my honesty with my life and stuff that I had gone through. But as far as like love and opening up that way, I was just scared. So I don't know. I think randomly, I talked to Esther a lot, and she was just like, "You're out of your mind," you know. And she was just like, "Just do it. Just freaking do it." Because I like doing it. I'm just so scared to put it out because I'm like, "Oh, is it cheesy? Is it whatever?" So I had to come to that point where it's just like, I don't know. I love doing it, and I love writing it and producing it. I love doing all of it. So I kind of just came to that point. So now going back and forth between the stuff, but I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Like, I want you to show me, like, not even only what we're doing, you know, what we're going to work on.
Yeah.
But I really want to hear everything else you're doing. And you're, like, a super sensible and sensitive. And in a great way, we're in a moment in the world in which, believe me, this is what we need. And especially, I think women know that, and guys too. And you don't have to be, like, afraid at all to be emotional in a song and honest. And I know you can go, like, super, like, extreme with your lyrics. I've heard, you know. I've heard you talk about love. I've heard you talk about sex. I've heard you talk about, you know, a lot of things in your song. But they're always honest. And also you have this, like, super interesting tone. You know, your voice goes, like, super high. And it's super cool. Es que canta super agudo, pero muy chingón. Y es muy honesto en sus letras, dice que da como pena de pronto ser como muy sentimental y cursi o lo que sea, pero yo digo que no, que estamos en un momento en el mundo en el que necesitamos esa honestidad y que me parece muy cool que puede hablar de amor o puede hablar de sexo, pero todo lo que habla, él lo habla como muy honestamente. Entonces, I think that's what makes a great songwriter, eso hace un gran compositor, and that's what we need right now in the world. Yes, I said it. I'm like a politician, I'm like...
You're killing it. I love it. It's amazing.
Okay.
I just want to so you just send me some references or like stuff that you like instrumental wise, because then I could kind of go off of that. You know what I mean?
What would people want to see? Like, maybe that would be an interesting question to make right now. Like, ¿qué les gustaría ver de una combinación así ustedes que nos están leyendo? Musicalmente y líricamente, bueno, y en cuanto a lírica, o sea, ¿qué se les antoja? ¿Qué les parecería fuera de lo común? So I'm reading, I don't know, very sensitive, they say. I don't know. I think it would be interesting to, like, post a little question thingy in stories. I'm just like gonna take like a little screenshot. Yeah.
That's how I honestly like would prefer to do it. Especially if I'm coming up with or I don't know an idea, I'd rather ask what everyone would want, and then it's kind of just going off of that. You know what I mean?
Let's see if we can make it happen. It would be interesting to, like, it would be like a challenge for us, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm down 100%.
Oh my God, I'm moving like this in the car.
Where are you heading to?
I am going to my house.
Oh, you're heading home. You're gonna go sleep. You're probably tired.
No, and tomorrow I have to go to what I told you, like a board meeting thing with the Latin Grammys. great
Oh,
things.
right.
But it's super early, and so yeah. But I was
Okay.
visiting. I mean, I was working in Guadalajara, but that's also my hometown, so that's what like where tequila and mariachi and a lot of like great things come from Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was also I took advantage of the situation because I had a couple of extra days, and I stayed with my parents, and I like hung out with them because I don't see them that often. And then I marched on the 8th for the feminist, like for women rights and against
That's amazing.
feminicide. I don't know if that's like women killings and stuff like that. A lot of things that are really important right now,
Yeah.
obviously, you know. And then yesterday we were supposed to be like in complete silence in anything and everything we did here in Mexico, women, to like show people what a day without us would be in terms of like economy and socially and everything. And it's been
Yeah.
like it's been important days. I think we're like making history here. We're trying to change it. We're trying to normalize things that should be normal, not only for us but for everybody in any community.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it's
That's in
interesting.
Mexico, right? You're doing all that out in
Yes.
Mexico. Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
amazing.
I don't know what you saw on the news because in the news they always put like the two things that went wrong.
I
But
know.
honestly, it went very right. Le estoy contando todo lo que pasó en México en este fin de semana y lo que estamos luchando y que queremos cambiar la historia. Y pues no solo para las mujeres, pero también para cualquier comunidad aquí, una libertad real. Y que bueno, que fue muy importante lo que sucedió en estos días, tanto la marcha como el paro nacional. Pero también le digo que no sé qué salió en las noticias, porque normalmente las noticias internacionales salen las dos cosas que no salieron bien, ¿no? So, what about the U.S.? What's going on there, aside from
I mean, everyone. I'm
coronavirus?
not. Yeah, the virus. What's it? Corona. I mean, everybody's talking about. I don't really follow. I don't watch the news just for obviously they like to promote. Just like it's just they like to highlight the things that aren't the best. You know,
Yeah.
so I choose not to. You know,
Watch
focus
that.
focus my mental on that. But and plus, I feel like you hear about it anyways. Somebody that you know,
Yeah.
somebody's watching it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, as far as anything else, I'm just big on like I know what the ground feels like. I know what being in a bad place, whether it's depression, anxiety, or you're going through whatever. I
Yeah.
genuinely know that feeling. So I firmly believe in being as open and as vulnerable as I possibly can be, even at the hardest times, because it's always easy to be happy and be like this when things are all great. But when
Yeah.
it's tough and there's people that can relate, I feel like you're doing a disservice by not being open and honest even when you're going through something. Like it's something like, oh, everything's great all the time, because it's not. Like you could live any sort of life and it's not, everything's not perfect 100% of the time. So
No, I agree.
so I believe in that, especially with even if it's about you talk about music, even if it's about writing lyrics or being honest, even if it's happy or if it's dark or if it's certain. I don't want to feel like it would be a disservice by not putting something out someone else could relate to and be like, wow. Because I know that the times that I was going through, if I would have had something,
Sí.
that I
Sí.
could connect to going through that, if that person didn't want to put it out because they were scared or fearful of what other people had thought, right? Because people are going to think the way they think
Yeah.
regardless. We can't control that. But if we're able to be open and honest with ourselves, there's a chance that somebody out there is going to be able to connect to our story and help them. And I think that's the biggest thing, in my opinion.
I think you're totally right, and I'm going to say it in Spanish now.
Okay.
Está hablando de que lo ha pasado también, como lo he pasado yo y como quizás lo ha pasado muchísima gente, por cosas difíciles, incluyendo depresión, por ejemplo. Yo sé que él, por ejemplo, se iba a dedicar a snowboarding profesional. Snowboarding, you're going to be a snowboarder, right? That's what you were going to do.
Professional snowboard, yeah.
Y se lastimó y después no pudo hacer eso, pero además muchísimos otros temas que él superó, la verdad, difíciles en todo sentido, personales, familiares, económicos, de todo. Y la música lo salvó, pero entonces me decía que si él no hubiera tenido la música, que hubiera sido de él y que para él por eso es importante en este momento que hay tanta presión social, hablar con honestidad. Entonces, es justamente por esto que yo creo que, por ejemplo, lo que decía hace rato, a mí me interesa trabajar con gente con la que realmente siento que juntos podemos hacer más grande algo que tenemos que decir en común. yo también he pasado eso, yo también estoy en un momento en el que me quiero reencontrar, me quiero aprender a querer a mí misma y quiero darle herramientas a la gente, de alguna forma, con estas palabras sencillitas que pueden darse en una canción, pero que uno cuando repite y repite y repite las cosas se vuelven mantras, así como uno cuando se habla mal se la cree, ¿no? Y te dices todo el día, soy una estúpida, soy esto, tal, y parar y empezar a poner allá afuera palabras que se vayan quedando en la mente de la gente y los hagan sentir acompañados, comprendidos, empoderados, que pueden superar una cosa así. Y es justamente por lo que yo estoy feliz con cada una de las personas que estoy trabajando, la mexicana y este álbum, de hacerlo. Y Abel es una de estas personas, and I'm super thankful. Y ya cambió otra vez de idioma. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm changing languages now like crazy. I'm just saying this is exactly why we connect, I think. Because we have actually gone through some types of hell, like everybody does. But we are in the place right now at the same time that we want to talk about it, that we want to try and go to another stage and love ourselves and share that vulnerability or whatever to people so they can grab themselves from those words and listen to them like mantras and then believe it and believe that they can get out of this and that they're not alone. And I love that. I think we can write like a whole bunch of songs, my friend.
I do too. And I do too, and I'm 150% down to do it.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm game.
So I think, almost arriving, so I'm probably going to lose signal because of the garage. But shoot, after this, I'm going to post a little like screenshot of us right now.
All right, perfect.
So give me your best face.
I'm just kidding.
Give it.
I don't know what my best face is.
And I'm going to put like a little like Instagram question thing. What do you guys want us to write about? And what would you picture? And let's talk in WhatsApp and like schedule the thing and make it happen. What do you say?
I'm down.
You're down? Love
I'm
it.
down.
I will bring you tips when I go. I swear.
All right. Holding you to it.
Okay. Besos, Abel.
How do you say besos?
I missed you. I'm so happy that we talked.
Oh, I missed you. Yeah, we're going to connect. We'll do it.
Yes.
I'll message you.
Bye.
Bye.